Damn. Man, I'd be so annoyed if this happened to me. Woo. That what can you do? All right. Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's going on? All right, cool. Let's get into it. Hey, market's looking pretty. Market's got a flat open right now. We had a monster day yesterday, even with those Boeing earnings. They kind of knocked down the Dow. In the morning, I mean, the Dow's down like 150, 160 points, and it still rebounded all the way back. That's how strong just like the market is in general right now. I mean, you're really cooking. There's nothing to say except that the market's acting pretty strong right now. Oh, man, my net's been a little bit funky. Bum, 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 bum. Let's take a look at the SPY. How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody. You got 1 test, 2 tests, 3 tests, 4 tests. So we have been getting hit, you know, at this level quite a bit. Now, remember the first times we tested this level, we were in a monster downtrend, and so we were retracing a downtrend and running into that resistance, and we were coming in steep. So when you're coming in steep into resistance, like you're coming in too hot, that's going to be tough. But when you're coming in, you know, a little bit more slow roll, slow grind, right, Keith Sweat style, that's when you can actually get a nice breakout. We're looking like we're going to do it. It's just a matter of, right, is it tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Monday, who knows what day today is. But it's coming, and, you know, we'll have to see what's going on. But it's a lot of positives happening in the market right now. Let's take a look at the watch list. I got this Yeti on a consolidation break, still on watch. The volume sucked yesterday, so it took it a... the volume stunk yesterday, so we weren't really looking at it. This TTD was the hot one yesterday. The range on this has been sick. I mean, if you're getting like 12, 10, 12, 13, 14 point range in, you know, in a morning, those are the type of stocks that you want to trade, even if you got a small account and you got to roll like 50 shares of it, because if it's got a 10-point range, you're going to be able to really trade it back and forth. TNDM, we got a nice flag break on a rip and ride right on the 9 EMA over there. It's looking pretty good. And then STNE, so this is an IPO stock. It's an IPO stock that really came into the second test like a week ago. Those second tests usually fade off, right? So you got to come back in for that third pop. Now you got the third pop coming through. This is when things start to look really zesty. I like this one. I think this one could have just another day in this as you start to get towards, you know, this 35 area. Overall, it's going to be, I think this one's got some heat on it. So we'll keep an eye on this bad boy. NVIDIA. So this thing's been in the dumper for a while, right? It's been in the dumper for a while. It's been untradeable. But now, you know, now you're starting to get some real heat. Remember that there's not that many stocks that are left on the bottom in this particular type of trade. This thing is going to get probably bid up at some point. There's only a handful of them that haven't moved yet, right? And they had that merger yesterday, which gave it a good kickstart, up 7%. Watch this one for a red to green, or watch this one for, you know, something along that end, and we'll be good to go. Labu's looking good. We had a remount of the 9 EMA and the 20 SMA yesterday. I think this one, if you got a week open on this, you can shred this thing red to green, and it'll be going good to go. CVNA, this one's like a daily trader. You got a pretty good range on this, about 4 or 5 points. Overall, it'll be, I think this one's going to have just enough juice to get this thing going. Let's talk about some of these gappers here. I like this SFIX a lot. It may have used up a lot of its range here at 27%. I think it's going to have some shorts in it too. Let's take a look at the short interest real quick. See that? What do you guys see here? So it's 9.8 days to cover. So days to cover means like how much of its daily volume would you have to use to actually cover all the shorts that are in it. The short percentage of float, 32.77%. So what's that saying is, like, out of the float, say you have 10 million shares float, right? Or whatever it might be. If you have 10 million shares float, it's saying that, right, 33% of it is actually short. So now that these earnings have come out, right, and now that the earnings come out, I think, you know, people got to cover this thing, right? So you got 10, 12 million shares or whatever it might be that have been pounding on this thing. Somebody's got to get out. So that's when you got to keep an eye on this. Watch this thing for dips after the open. Man, ideally for me, man, this thing just scrapes down right at the open, and you start to build like kind of a rounding bottom, and then let the squeeze start. Man, I hate to chase something up like this when it's already up 30%, but if it ORBs, I mean, we got to take it and do what we got to do. This D-car, this thing looks like it's got a $5 magnet on it. You know, if that's where, you know, it can get going if we start to break out from there. You know, overall it's got just enough juice to get this thing going. So I like this one a lot too. And Dix is the dick. Watch this on the short side. We'll watch this ESTC. This is an IPO stock, but it is breaking under a couple different, you know, support levels over here. Watch and see if it holds under this 50 SMA. If it can, I think, you know, we can start building out some type of ORB on this bad boy. You know it, Russell. And then Coop is going to be hot. It's not got much volume pre-market just yet, but we have, you know, you have your yearly highs right up here, and actually it would be all-time highs, wouldn't it, if we were looking at the weekly chart? So if you can get up here, you know, it faded off at that 100, but you're starting to get close to that area. If we can get up there, I think that one, this one's going to have a chance. We'll do what we got to do. Nobody gives a shit, Chris. It's the way it goes. This ain't France. Relax. $97. Yeah, I think that one will be good. I know some people got Momo on the watch list. I don't like when they're not clean, these kind of gappers. You know, I'm wondering if you just kind of spike into that 37 and then fade off. When I'm looking at a gapper, I want to see like a breakout, right? So I'm conflicted on this one for two reasons. If you guys remember last week when IQ and Huya had their earnings, they went nuts. So we have sector momentum. We had IQ, Huya, and a bunch of them last week just rip when they had earnings. But then on the other side of things, the daily chart on this is not as hot as Huya, where you would be able to say, all right, like this is going to be a clean breakout or a flag breakout or something along that end. So we have mixed signals. So for me, like, when in doubt, just take it out. There's more than enough plays to go down and trade. So I just leave this one alone for now. I mean, you can trade it if you want to kind of get like a buck worth of room, but it's not necessarily, I mean, who's in this game to make $1? I think on the end, let's rank these. So I think Coop is probably my favorite. S-Fix is my second favorite. Then D-Car. Then Dix. Then ESTC on the gappers. And then on the non-gappers, you know, TTD is going to have the best range on it. And I think NVIDIA is number 2. We roll on that thing for the red to green and see what we can... We roll and see what we can do on that bad boy. S-Fix. What was the other one? Coop. That's it. Coop. Good. Anybody got any faves? Yeah, IQ looks okay. Danny, you ask about IQ every damn day. What's with you? Is this guy, this is an Asian thing? We gotta find you a new stock. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, IQ looks good. It's kind of more at a swing spot right now than like a hot day trade spot. You know, if it broke that trend line, you'd probably have a little bit more action. Yeah, Shop is very nice too. All-time highs. You know, we used to trade this thing every day. I don't know why we forgot about it, but that thing's looking good. Damn, that's good, Danny. I think you got, yeah, this whole sector is good. You know what, Danny? The other thing is, like with Coop's earnings, right? So Coop is in software too. When you get like some stocks that are starting to blow up and they have like good earnings days, you'll start to see the rest of the sector really start to turn up. So you can keep Twilio. You can keep Twilio and some of those things, ZS on the watch list. I mean, this GLBS is a turd. I mean, it's a turd with fleas too. You know, you're on day 3. I mean, if you want to come in and play at day 4, you can. It's just risky. Day 3s, day 4s, you get fades at random spots. Days 1s, days 2s, you get much cleaner plays. You know, that's just always been the nature of kind of small cap stocks, because once you attract all the shorters in, then it's like you get pumpers and then you get reverse pumpers who are even more dangerous than pumpers, because, you know, they sit on their high horse and they reverse pump because they think that's the way to go. And in the end, it's all a dirty game, right? So it looks all right, but you've already faded off $3 on this thing, Mr. Wayne. I think at that point, like, you're going to have some levels of resistance. Keep it on watch because it will pop randomly. It's just not going to pop like the way you want it to, I think, on a day 3, day 4. Good, good, good. All right, let's go do what we got to do, peoples. What day is it? Monday, Tuesday, whatever day it is. Let's go make it happen. As always, appreciate the company. Dun, 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 dun. In a minute. Yeah, I'm just teasing, man. Yeah, you know what? That's just the way it goes. Some people are going up, some people are going down. Guys, trade well today. You know what we got to do? Let's go have a little fun. Let's go make a little party. Let's go have a little passion. And let's go make a little money. I'll be in the chat room if y'all need me. Peace in the Middle East.